You were born in Tenochtitlan in the year 1 Rabbit, which your people know as 1474. The city floats on water like a dream someone forgot to wake from. Canals run between stone streets, markets hum with the smell of copal smoke, cacao, and fresh maize. Herons stand still as statues at the lake's edge. The world you enter is ordered, layered, and certain of itself. The gods are real here, not metaphor, not comfort. Real, hungry, and watching. Your father is a merchant, not the lowest, not the highest. He trades in jade, obsidian blades, and sometimes the bright feathers of quetzal birds that come down from the southern forests. Your mother grinds maize before dawn, her rhythm steady as a heartbeat, and she sings under her breath while she works. You grow up learning that sound, the grinding and the singing together. You will hear it in your sleep for the rest of your life. You are the second of 4 children. Your older brother is already being trained for the warrior schools. Your younger siblings cling to your mother's skirts and eat more than their share. You are somewhere in the middle, which means you learn early how to make yourself noticed without making yourself a problem. By 5, you help carry water from the canal. By 7, you weave strips of palm beside your grandmother, who tells you stories of the old wars and the old gods with the same casual tone other grandmothers use for recipes. By 9, you can grind maize almost as fast as your mother. Your hands know what to do before your mind does. Life is not soft, but it is whole. Then the priest comes. He arrives on a morning when the air smells of rain that hasn't fallen yet. He is from the great temple, the Templo Mayor, and he moves through your neighborhood the way important men always move, like the ground owes them something. He is accompanied by 2 younger priests and a woman you don't recognize, richly dressed, her hair pinned with jade. They are not here for taxes. They are not here for grain. They are here to look. Your mother pulls you close without explanation. You watch the priest move from house to house, speaking briefly with each family, his eyes moving over the children with a patience that feels wrong. Like he is not seeing children at all, but something else entirely, something measurable. When he reaches your house, your father steps forward. They speak in low tones. You catch words. Honor, Tlaltekutli, the gods, the sun. Then the priest looks at you. Not at your face exactly, at something behind it, or maybe inside it. He studies you the way your father studies a jade stone before purchasing it, checking for flaws, checking for value. He nods once. Your father's expression does not change. Your mother's does. That night, you hear them arguing behind the woven partition. Your mother's voice tight and high, your father's low and final. Words you don't fully understand yet. Words like chosen and sacred and necessary. And then one word you do understand. Ixiptla. You are 10 years old, and you have just become the image of a god. The woman with the jade pins returns 3 days later. Her name is never offered to you. She is simply the attendant, and her job is to begin what the priest started. She inspects your teeth, your eyes, your hands. She watches you walk. She asks you to speak, to laugh, to be still. You do not understand that you are being auditioned for the most sacred role your civilization knows. She tells your mother you are perfect. Your mother does not smile. The transition is not immediate. You do not leave that morning. Instead, your life changes in texture before it changes in location. New foods arrive, richer ones. Tamales wrapped in full leaves, not scraps. Thick cacao drinks sweetened with honey. Meat more often than you have ever known. Your clothing is replaced, piece by piece, with finer weaves, softer cotton, brighter dye. The neighborhood children begin to treat you differently, not with cruelty, with a careful, reverent distance that somehow feels lonelier than cruelty. By 11, you are moved to a compound near the temple. The attendant comes daily now, and with her come the teachers. You learn the dances first, slow ceremonial movements that must be exact, each gesture assigned a meaning older than your grandmother's grandmother. Your feet memorize patterns your mind cannot yet hold. You are corrected endlessly, patiently, without anger, which somehow makes the correction harder to bear than anger would have. You learn the songs next. Sacred hymns to Tonatiuh, the sun. to Tenochtitlan, the earth. You learn to play the Huehuetel drum with the flat of your palm and the edge of your wrist. You learn to burn copal correctly, the angle of the incense, the direction of the smoke. You learn which flowers belong to which gods and how to arrange them so the offering reads as devotion and not decoration. You also learn, slowly, what you are. An Ixiptla is a vessel, a living image. You do not represent the god, you become the god. For 1 year, the sacred year before the great festival, you are treated as divine. Your every need is met. You are clothed in the god's colors, fed the god's preferred foods, addressed with the god's titles. Men bow when you pass. Priests defer to your presence. Children are brought to touch the hem of your robe for blessing. And at the end of the year, at the height of the festival, you will be given to the sun. You understand this at 12, sitting in the compound garden, watching a hummingbird drink from a flower so red it looks like it is bleeding. You sit with that knowledge for a long time. You do not scream. You do not run. You were not raised to do either. You were raised inside a world where the gods are not metaphor, where the sun requires feeding, where the earth's hunger is a fact as solid as the stone beneath your feet. You believe it. You were taught to believe it before you were taught to speak. But belief and willingness are not the same thing, and in the quiet of the garden, you learn the distance between them. The year moves the way sacred years move, full of ceremony, full of beauty, full of a grief no one will name aloud. You are paraded through the city on feast days. The crowds line the causeway to see you pass. They are not cruel. They are reverent. They throw flowers. Some weep. Some whisper prayers to you, through you, toward whatever god they believe you carry. Old women press their grandchildren forward to receive your blessing, and you place your hand on each small head because that is what is required, and because some part of you, some stubborn human part, wants the children to feel something warm before you are gone. You have 3 companions in the compound. Other young women selected the same year for related ceremonies. You do not speak of what waits at the end. You talk instead the way girls talk, about food, about the color of certain stones in certain light, about a funny thing one of the younger priests said during morning prayers, about home. One of them, a girl from Tlatelolco with crooked teeth and fast hands, makes you laugh harder than you have laughed since leaving your mother's house. You love her the way you love a sister you didn't know you needed. In the night, when the compound is quiet and the copal smoke has gone thin, you lie awake and wonder if she is also afraid. You never ask. She never asks you. Some kindnesses are made entirely of silence. Your mother is allowed to visit twice. The first visit she brings your younger siblings and your grandmother. Your grandmother holds your face in both hands and looks at you for a long time without speaking. Then she says something you will keep until your last breath. She says, "The gods chose you because you were already more than ordinary." She says the sun will be warmer for having known you. You do not cry in front of her. The second visit, your mother comes alone. She has brought you a small bundle. Inside is the grinding stone from your kitchen, the smooth, flat one worn thin by 3 generations of women in your family. She doesn't explain why she brought it. You don't ask. You just hold it in your lap for the rest of the visit and feel the weight of every ordinary morning it remembers. When she leaves, she does not look back. You understand. Looking back would break something that needs to stay whole. The months narrow. The preparations intensify. Your body is bathed in flower water each morning. Your hair is dressed with fresh blooms daily. The food becomes almost absurdly rich. Sacred cacao, ground with spices you cannot name. Meats glazed in honey. Your attendant oversees everything with a precision that tells you the gods have dietary preferences carefully recorded by someone. You sleep well, surprisingly. Deep, dreamless sleep that leaves you rested in a way that almost frightens you, as if your body has made a decision your mind is still catching up to. 15 days before the festival, the fasting begins. Not total, partial, a ritual narrowing. The food simplifies, the ceremonies increase. Priests visit daily now, burning offerings, chanting the long formulaic prayers that roll through the compound like smoke, slow and total. You join every ceremony. You are the center of every ceremony. You stand at the exact coordinates of divine attention, and you hold yourself there without trembling, because that is what was asked of you, and because you have had a year to practice being something larger than your own fear. 10 days before, your family is giving gifts. Your father receives fine cloth and obsidian tools. Your mother receives jade beads and a quantity of cacao that would have taken your father months to trade for. Your brother receives a warrior's shield, symbolic, ceremonial, beautiful. The gifts arrive at your family's house without ceremony or explanation. They are simply there one morning. Payment, without the word being used. You are not told about the gifts. You find out later from your attendant, who mentions it without thinking. You sit with that information too, somewhere between gratitude and something harder to name. The night before the festival, the compound is lit with torches until it looks like a second sun has settled at the base of the temple. You cannot sleep this time. You lie still and listen to the city. Tenochtitlan at night is never fully quiet. Somewhere a dog barks. A canal laps at its stone banks. A child cries briefly and then stops. The world continuing its ordinary negotiations, indifferent and beautiful. You think about the grinding stone. You think about your mother's song before dawn. You think about the hummingbird in the garden, drinking from the red flower. You think about your friend with the crooked teeth, and you hope, with a fierceness that surprises you, that she lives for a very long time and laughs as often as possible. Then you stop thinking and just listen to the city until the sky begins to lighten. The morning of the festival, the attendant dresses you before sunrise. The garments are extraordinary, colors so saturated they seem to emit light rather than reflect it. Feathered headdress, heavy with quetzal plumes that move at the smallest breath. Jade at your throat, at your wrists, at your ears. Your face painted in the god's markings, exact, careful, transformative. When she holds the polished obsidian mirror before you, you do not see yourself, which is, you understand, entirely the point. The procession begins at first light. The city is already full. Every causeway, every rooftop, every canal edge. The sound is immense. Drums and shell horns and the collective breath of thousands. Flower petals cover the stone path to the temple steps so thickly that you cannot see the ground beneath you. You walk on flowers all the way to the gods. You climb the Templo Mayor, 114 steps. You count them. Not because you are afraid. You have moved past the place where fear lives. You count them because they are real and solid and specific. And for a few more moments, you want to experience specific, real, solid things. At the top, the city opens beneath you like something being offered back. The lake. The causeways running out in 4 directions like the arms of a cross. The mountains beyond, white-capped and ancient. The morning sky the color of a wound healing. The high priest stands at the altar stone. His voice is the same one from 4 years ago, the one that assessed you in your family's doorway. He does not meet your eyes. The ceremony takes almost no time at all. Afterward, the drums reach a pitch that can be felt in the chest more than heard with the ears. The sun climbs the sky without hesitation. The crowd below raises its voice in something that is neither joy nor grief, but the sound a people makes when it believes, fully and without reservation, that what has just happened was necessary and right and good. No one asks you what you believed. They never do.